Hello smart people, welcome to Blue Planet. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is a region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean where ships and airplanes have allegedly disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The triangle is roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. The earliest suggestion of unusual disappearances in the Bermuda area appeared in a September 17, 1950, article published in the Miami Herald by Edward Van Winkle Jones. 2 years later, Fate magazine published an article named, "Sea Mystery at Our Back Door," by George Sand, covering the loss of several planes and ships, including the loss of Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, on a training mission. There are many famous disappearances that led to the reputation of the Devil's Triangle. The sail training ship HMS Atalanta disappeared with her entire crew after setting sail from the Royal Naval Dockyard of Bermuda to Falmouth, England, on January 31, 1880. It was presumed that she sank in a powerful storm, which crossed her route a couple of weeks after she sailed, and her crew being composed primarily of inexperienced trainees may have been a contributing factor. The search for evidence of her fate attracted worldwide attention at the time, and she was alleged decades later to have been a victim of the mysterious triangle. Another famous incident is USS Cyclops incident, the incident resulting in the single largest loss of life in the history of the U.S. Navy not related to combat. It occurred when the collier Cyclops, carrying a full load of manganese ore, went missing without a trace with a crew of 309, in March, 1918, after departing the island of Barbados. Although there is no strong evidence for any single theory, many independent theories exist. Some blaming storms, some capsizing, and some suggesting that wartime enemy activity was to blame for the loss. But structural failure due to overloading with a much denser cargo than designed is considered the most likely cause of sinking. Flight 19 was a training flight of 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers that disappeared on December 5, 1945, while over the Atlantic. The squadron's flight plan was scheduled to take them from Fort Lauderdale due east, for 141 miles, towards north for 73 miles, and then back over a final 140-mile leg to complete the exercise. But the flight never returned to base. The disappearance was attributed by Navy investigators to navigational error, leading to the aircraft running out of fuel. One of the search and rescue aircraft deployed to look for them, a PBM Mariner with a 13-man crew, also disappeared. A tanker off the coast of Florida reported seeing an explosion and observing a widespread oil slick when fruitlessly searching for survivors. According to some sources, the Mariner had a history of explosions due to vapor leaks when heavily loaded with fuel, as it might have been for a potentially long search and rescue operation. There are many theories put forwarded by the peoples to explain the mysterious disappearances. Few are ranging from ridiculous like alien, giant sea monster, to few are rooted in scientific facts. One explanation pins the blame on leftover technology from the mythical lost continent of Atlantis. Some hypothesize that a parallel universe exists in the Bermuda Triangle, causing a time-space warp that sucks the objects around it into a parallel universe. Others attribute the events to UFOs abducting the ships and airplanes. But there are few explanations that, rooted in reality, compass problems are one of the cited phrases in many Bermuda Triangle incidents. While some have theorized that unusual local magnetic anomalies may exist in the area, such anomalies have not been found. One reason is the Gulf Stream. It is a major surface current. It originates in the Gulf of Mexico, and then flows through the Straits of Florida into the North Atlantic. In essence, it is a river within an ocean, and like a river, it carries floating objects, and has a maximum surface velocity of about 2 meters per second. A small plane making a water landing, or a boat having engine trouble, can be carried away from its reported position by the current. One of the most cited explanations in official inquiries as to the loss of any aircraft or vessel is human error. For example, businessman Harvey Conover loses his sailing yacht, Revenant, as he sailed into the teeth of a storm south of Florida on January 1, 1958. Many Atlantic hurricanes pass through the triangle as they recurve off the eastern seaboard, and before the advent of weather satellite, ships often had little to no warning of a hurricane's approach. A powerful downdraft of cold air was suspected to be a cause, in the sinking of Pride of Baltimore on May 14, 1986. The crew of the sunken vessel noted the wind suddenly shifted and increased velocity from 32 km per hour to 97 to 145 km per hour. An explanation for some of the disappearances has focused on the presence of large fields of methane hydrates on the continental shelves. Laboratory experiments carried out in Australia have proven that bubbles can sink a scale model ship by decreasing the density of the water. It has been hypothesized that periodic methane eruptions may produce regions of frothy water that are no longer capable of providing adequate buoyancy for ships. And such an area could cause a ship to sink very rapidly, and without warning. Now scientists has come to a general agreement that the disappearance of the ships and airplanes in Bermuda Triangle is a combination of heavy traffic around the area, coupled with unstable weather and shallow seabed. So tell us, what do you think? Please share your thoughts in the comment box below. And if you like the video, then please like, share and subscribe to our channel.